How's it going, people? It's Liam Caddison here, and we're reacting to another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer with episode 8 of season 5. Yeah, I'm just thinking momentarily about the last episode because that episode still stuns me. Like, a week after I watched it, it still is breathtaking to reflect on. I've rewatched the final scene plenty of times since first seeing it because, you know, I like pain. And yeah, it was just a very, very impressive episode. Like I said, one of the best episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer overall. Just well crafted, a nice telling of Spike's past, and it was just well written, and I just absolutely adored that episode so much. So I'm really excited to continue this season. So yeah, with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of season 5 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go. I am so scared. Oh. It's worrying time, so try to distract her. That would be me, like, if I was in that situation.
To wait for your co-destroyers. Am I right, Giles?
I'm almost certain you're not, but to be fair, I wasn't listening.
It's a new phone book set with Mr. Giles' ad.
Oi!
Oh, nice. Yay! Am I mentioned?
Not as such.
Okay, we're supposed to hook up with Riley this morning to take on a...
I've got to say, I
nested
love
holed
this
up in Tomb.
enthusiastic
So
vibe
get there, and guess
Anya
what?
gives her.
And is our gift to you. Most tingly and wonderful glorificus.
Please, call me Glory. Get
Glory.
Out. He's hurting my neck.
Forgive me.
I'm still gonna
shiny
call you
special
Cray
one.
Cray Lady in the red
I
dress.
beg of you to rip. It will work, your extremeness, provided you have the other items you need.
Don't worry. I'll have them all right.
Oh no!
I'll have it all.
No, you stay away from... You're barred. Uh-oh!
What are you doing in here?
What, me? I was,
Jesus,
what are you doing
Spike.
Looking for the girl who's gonna rip your arms off when she finds out you were in her bedroom.
Oh, yeah? Well, me too.
Did you know? Did she tell you? You tell me. Mama's sickly. Buffy took her to hospital for a bit of prod and probe. Bite-sized one went too. You know, it's funny her not calling you about that. I've known since last night.
Oh, Spike. Oh, yeah, that's gonna create a bit of anxiety for him.
They have to do a biopsy to find out exactly what it is. The doctor says it's too early to be concerned.
Right. No concern.
Right.
Her moves, her habits, where she'll turn up next.
Ooh!
I beg you.
I want these.
Speak of the...
Yes, of course.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
They are literally blind.
She could be anywhere. But if she's as powerful as Buffy says, I imagine it won't be long before she makes herself known.
Oh, it's not their fault, but... Oh, you just... Oh.
The term is low-grade glioma. It's a brain tumor. Clinical name is oligodendroglioma. It's in the left hemisphere of the cerebrum. In your mother's case, the tumor seems to have started. In other words, it hasn't spread.
Oh my god. Oh, man.
She has a real chance.
What's a real chance?
Nearly 1 out of 3 patients with this condition does
1
just
out of...
fine. Now let me ask, does your mother's insurance company require copies of the MRI and pathology reports?
I'm not sure.
Well, just let me know as soon as possible. And I
I'm
could use
bloody
some
scared.
information
I just mean go out, get some air,
Come back later on this evening and talk to the doc then if you want. My unsolicited advice of the day.
This is it, though. Like, there is nothing she can do. This is not something a Slayer can... Unless there's some supernatural thing that can...
Blood and a Sobikian bloodstone.
Yes, I believe I did.
Are you stupid or something?
Allow me to answer that question with a firing.
Oh...
On, we
You can't fire Anya.
Employer, vocabulary no-nos.
And besides, the young woman to whom I sold them would have to have enormous power.
Young woman?
Going in blind. You don't know what.
What?
She sure cries a lot less with you than she did with Angel.
Angel made her cry a lot, huh?
Ooh.
Everything with him was all you know?
Oh.
You know, my boyfriend's a vampire, crazy. Every day was like the end of the world. She doesn't get all worked up like that over you.
I mean, how could I? If it's any consolation, I may have overcharged her.
And Anya figured out what the demon lady's
Yeah.
up to.
That might kick her in the butt.
A few thousand years ago, there was this cult, the Temple of Sobek.
Sobek.
Reptile demon. Sobekites were reptile worshippers.
Just once I would like to run into a cult of bunny worshippers.
Great. Thank you very much for those nightmares.
Sorry.
Well, I can't just sit here. I have to do something.
This is it. She's feeling a bit helpless as well. Like, with the fact that she can't do anything regarding her mother's tumor.
That it may be reborn, that it may serve. Dark incantations, always overwritten. Why can't they just cut?
Hey!
No fair! Attacking when I wasn't even looking.
Up, here comes the guilty trip.
Even if I do have to carry your performance.
Oh!
Scene.
Sir, Hayan, we know.
Arise.
Oh no.
Arise.
Sir, Hayan, we know.
Arise.
Give it chance! Jeez! Oh no!
Yeah, it is. Buffy needs something she can fight, something she can solve.
This is
I
just
don't know
a
what kind of action
distraction
you're
at the
looking
minute.
for. Do you?
Sander.
Hey, I'm not trying to get... It's cool. You okay? Just a little crazed.
I'm really loving Xander so much.
Yes,
Oh boy. Wait, no. I was gonna say, wasn't she, like... Didn't she encounter him in the bar before? Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Oh. This relationship is, like, fracturing more and more.
Biggie Snake was nowhere to be.
Ooh. It arrives with horrific CGI. Well, it found the... yeah.
Time. What about my time? Does anyone appreciate that I'm on a schedule here? Tick, tock, drag, tick, frickin' talk.
Why are you batshit insane? She's gonna choke it Jabba the Hood style. Yeah, she's gonna... Oh my god. Oh, right outside.
Stay close.
I will.
Oy. This is like, I know I've said it over and over again, but this is really scary.
If I start now, I won't be able to stop.
Buffy?
See, he's trying. Like, you can see him tearing up, actually. He's trying, bless his heart. You know when you spent like 10 minutes already dissecting the latest episode? And OBS just decides not to record it, so... How's your guys' day doing? Because this is like 2 episodes in a row where things are getting a lot emotional, where you could feel a bit of weight behind your eyes, your stomach just dropping. 2 episodes in a row. Can we cut it out, season 5? Because I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh boy, this episode. Whilst it wasn't as good as the last episode, and like it's pretty much understandable. Like season 5, episode 7 raised such a high bar personally. So whilst it didn't exceed that, I thought this was still a pretty good episode with a lot of weight behind this, especially regarding Joyce. We found out what's been going on with her this season, that she's got a tumor, and yeah, I'm really scared regarding what's going to be happening with that side of things, but I mean, this is it. Like, you are hoping that there is a spell, but as Giles said, medicine and magic, it's not intertwinable. So, you just want to hope that there is something that can resolve for Joyce, and that there is some light at the end of the tunnel for this difficult journey at the minute. But yeah, I just feel so bad for Buffy, so much so. Like, you saw the way she was just pounding on that snake, like after it was dead. She was so lost in terms of the hurt that she was going through, the fact that she couldn't comprehend, like that the fact that I couldn't like register in her head, because it was the pain is so intense. It's really, really heartbreaking, and I really loved that effect when the doctor told her that her mum had the tumor, and you heard the audio fade out whilst the scene was still going, which I think is pretty representative of any real life scenario where you're told that this person may have a tumor or something equally as heartbreaking. I haven't been in that position, but I can recognize how severe, how scary and traumatic it can be. So, yeah, and this is it as well. Like, this is not something that Buffy can fight. So, with her going out to face that snake that was sent to discover about the key and report back to Glory, she wanted, like, even though she kind of had an idea, like, I think there was a part of her that knew that she needed a bit more time to face Glory because of how the last encounter didn't go down well for her, but she needed something that she could fight. She can't fight what Joyce is tackling at the minute. And Glory is a powerhouse compared to her, but she can't sit out on that one. Like, she has to sit out on the whole tumor situation. So it was really just it was really heartbreaking seeing how broken well, not just broken Buffy was, but how she couldn't really do anything about it. And you know, just seeing how destroyed she was, it was very, very visible. And this is it with Riley. I do feel so bad for him as well. This is it. Like, I had hope a few episodes ago that there would be some kind of road to recovery for their relationship, because we know in episode 3, Riley said to Xander, I don't think Buffy loves me. So there was a bit of like, oh no, in regards to the status of their relationship. And then I think a couple of episodes later, things looked to be on the uppy up. But now I think that their relationship is at a point of no return. Like, I don't think that this relationship is. It would be a bloody miracle if this relationship survived, and it's nobody's fault by any means. There's no party that has screwed the other over. It's just that things have just fallen apart because Buffy, she does love him. I think that's very, very clear. The thing is, though, there is a lot on her plate at the minute, with her wanting to find out more about the Slayer life and the fact that she wants to become better. She's got to tackle Dawn, and now she's got to tackle Joyce. There's a lot going on for her that she is a bit distracted in regards to Riley, and Riley is feeling a bit pushed aside. Not just that, though, but we had Spike, who, you know, it was a contrast to the last episode where, you know, he was comforting Buffy towards the end, and in this episode he was just being, you know, absolutely creepy, but still it doesn't defeat the purpose that he seeded the idea of further doubt for Riley by saying, oh, Buffy told me this last night, and yeah, and you know, you're not dark enough to fit her fancy. Which then transpired to Dawn telling Riley that with Angel, Buffy used to cry a lot. And in some sense, you do get the idea that you know, she's trying to help him. She's trying to tell Riley that, you know, she's very, very fortunate to have you. So, yeah. But Riley might take this as, does this mean that she is more empathetic regarding Angel than she would be with me? And that furthers on to when Riley said, I'm here, you can let it out, and Buffy rejected that because she has to be the dependent one. So yeah, there's no bad factor. He's trying his heart, bless him, but Buffy has to put on this front. She has to be strong. And Riley is taking that as they're like, she's pushing me aside. I don't think, like, this is furthering his beliefs that Buffy doesn't love him. So yeah, no one's at fault in my opinion. It's just that things are just falling. It's like an old bridge. Like, you can support it as much as you want, but it will eventually it will fall apart. Like, yeah, it's just an absolute travesty at the minute, and there are just factors in people's personal lives that are just not helping whatsoever. So I can't blame Buffy. I can't blame Riley. He's trying, and she is trying, but she's got a lot on her plate as well. So yeah, but like I said, I do feel so bad for Riley. There was a moment where I thought like he might be turned into a vampire with that like vampire who was very, very interested in him that we've seen before. But no, I think he just took a little bit of a grazing and then, so yeah. But he's so distracted as well. Like, he's trying to find his purpose, blowing up dens, with the vampire that was interested in him. He's so lost because Buffy, with the initiative done, Buffy is like the only thing he can really fight for, and that's seemingly pulling away from him, because he feels like there is no connectivity between the pair anymore. And like I said, you can't blame Buffy whatsoever. And you can't blame Riley. No one's at fault, in my opinion. It's just things are just falling apart. It's like 2020. You've got plans, but well, 2020 is the factor here, so that's a really, really bad comparison. Like, screw 2020. But you get the idea. Things are just falling apart, like, for both parties, and it's like putting, I wouldn't say a strain, but it's putting a bit of a distance between the pair where they can't. So yeah. But yeah, this was really powerful. Ben, we saw him. I'm sure he's going to be a factor at some point. Maybe Buffy's new interest, potentially after Riley, because, like, I can't see that relationship standing. I don't know, halfway point I'll give it, if anything. But I'm sure Ben's going to play off some importance, because we've seen him quite a bit now, so yeah, but we'll wait and see. But I liked how he was being more, like, understanding of Buffy, and because he had the previous Doctor not giving her very, like, that crumb of comfort. Like, Buffy was processing this information. This is something that she couldn't quite believe, and you had the Doctor say, okay, you had him ask these questions. He's only doing his job, but you heard Ben. He was like, he doesn't know when to, like, give the person some space. And then he said, oh, 1 out of 3 patients are fine. So, which is not really good odds, believe it or not. So, it's not really helping in regards to Buffy attaining this piece of information. But, yeah, it was very, very heartbreaking just seeing Buffy just so lost, just so hurt, just, yeah, she's currently in a whirlwind at the minute, and she can't find her way out. She's so lost that it just breaks your heart. Same with well, that's it, Joyce's situation, which, like I said, I hope it gets better in some capacity, but you know, it's really, really heartbreaking, and I just really, really worry so much for her. You got it with this, with a brain tumor, so yeah. But yeah, we got a bit more of Glory, and we got the impressive CGI snake. Yeah. Oh, I love CGI snakes on this show. I mean, to be fair, if it was like 2020, I'm sure this wouldn't be an issue, and CGI was still pretty, I guess, newish around this time. It's just snakes and CGI for this show. It's like gas and fire. It just doesn't go down well whatsoever. But I liked seeing a bit more of Glory. Yeah, we got a name, but I'm still calling her Cray Cray Lady in the red dress, because that's the thing with the Catacrew. The Catacrew, like, for Patreon at least, because this hasn't been, because I haven't put, like, I think Glory's first episode out on YouTube yet, so yeah, but still, there's a few people on Patreon who are like, okay, I think that has a nice ring to it. So, like I said, if Floppy Disk Dude gets a nickname, then but yeah, we saw a bit more of her. Loved the fact that she waltzed in the shop, especially since the Scoobies were finding a bit more about her, and they couldn't because she seemingly predates text, so that's great. And she was right there as well, so it's a good job she didn't, like, overhear any of the conversations that took place. But yeah, there was very, very, very fun vibes with the Scoobies. Like, they kind of levitated a bit of the tension that was going on in this episode, especially with Giles and the sass that he came off with Xander and Anya. So there was a little bit of reprieve in this very, very tense episode. But yeah, I liked this episode. Not as good as episode 7, but like I said, it's a high bar, and I won't. It doesn't mean that this episode was bad whatsoever. I thought it was still another good episode. Just that I really liked episode 7 a bit more. And I thought this was a really, really good episode, especially with some of the effects like Buffy zoning out audio-wise when she was told about the news, and just seeing her character completely, and how she was just completely broken and lost. So, so yeah, can we just have a nice relaxing episode? Because this is like 2 episodes in a row where it got a bit emotional. So, episode 9, great episode, nothing bad happened, deal, good. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!